Hello class, my name is Jessica Nicole Suarez and today I will be discussing how to have a supportive conversation with a teen struggling with mental health. Imagine your younger sibling, your cousin, or even a neighbor. They've been quiet lately, they've stopped texting back, their grades are slipping, and they seem kinda off. Would you even know what to say? Would you even bring it up to them? Youth suicide is a growing crisis, and it's closer to us than we think. According to the CDC, suicide is now one of the leading causes of death among young people. But here's the good news. One conversation, one person who notices can make a difference. Today I'll demonstrate how to recognize the warning signs of a teen in crisis and how to use body language and supportive communication to begin a safe, non-judgmental conversation. This is something anyone can learn to do, not just professionals. My credibility related to this topic is that I have studied communication and mental health issues through both academic research and lived experiences. I've reviewed current data from organizations like the Centers for Disease Control and NAMI to ensure that everything I present today is accurate and helpful. Let's begin by recognizing the warning signs. Withdrawal from friends or activities, sudden changes in behavior or mood. So that could be what is completely opposite of what you know for that person. So if they're usually very cheerful, but then they become withdrawn, or if they're usually kind of quiet and they become extremely cheerful, those are sudden changes in their behavior and mood. Talking about feeling hopeless or like a burden, and giving away their belongings. These are not just teen mood swings, they could be a cry for help. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, suicide is one of the leading causes of death among high school students in the United States, and rates have increased significantly in the most recent years, especially after the pandemic. One major factor is the influence of social media. Teens are constantly exposed to unrealistic expectations, online bullying, and harmful comparisons. A study by NAMI found that over 40% of teens who reported poor mental health said they rarely felt connected at school, and that lack of connection is a huge risk factor. This tells us that it's not just about spotting obvious danger signs, but also recognizing the quiet withdrawal, the isolation, and the disconnection that might not stand out right away. Even the small shifts in mood or behavior can be important indicators. When you talk to someone who might be hurting, your body language matters as much as your words do. In fact, research shows that more than half of all of communication is nonverbal. That means the way you carry yourself can make someone feel safe or even shut them down. Let's go over some key body language techniques to use when supporting someone. Sit at their level. Standing over someone can feel very intimidating. Sitting beside them on the couch or on a chair or at eye level shows you're an equal. Keep an open posture. Avoid crossing your arms or legs. Open body language signals you're receptive and non-judgmental. And making gentle eye contact. Too much eye contact can feel invasive, but little eye contact can feel distant. Strike a calm balance. Use facial expressions to match your empathy. A soft, concerned face helps someone feel heard and seen. And lean slightly forward. This shows engagement, and pair it with slow nodding to reinforce your attention. Another helpful tool is mirroring. This means subtly matching the other person's posture or energy level in a respectful way. If a teen is sitting quietly, we can also stay quiet for a bit. Mirroring can help them feel more comfortable and less conscious. If they're quiet and solemn, you wouldn't want to be cheerful and happy, so mirroring is helpful. Also, silence. It can be powerful. If the teen doesn't respond immediately, don't rush to fill the silence. Give them space. Often they're processing whether they can trust you with what they're feeling. But now, let's also contrast that with what not to do. So closed off body language, such as, again, sitting with crossed arms, looking at your phone, turning away, Fidgeting can suggest impatience, discomfort, and disinterest. Teens are especially sensitive to nonverbal cues and may shut down if they sense they are being dismissed or judged. Body language is also important when we interpret theirs. So if they're avoiding eye contact or turned away, don't force them to open up. Just maintain your openness and stay calm. If their shoulders are slumped or they're speaking in short phrases, it may indicate emotional exhaustion or even fear. Paying attention to these details, we communicate safety and respect, even without saying a word. Some key takeaways: use I statements like I'm concerned about you, I noticed this, instead of you're acting weird. Don't minimize, avoid saying things like it'll get better or just cheer up. Offer concrete help. Let's talk to someone together. Let's call the crisis hotline. Active listening is another crucial part of body language. This involves nodding your head and occasionally maintaining eye contact and using brief verbal affirmations like I see or that makes sense. These cues show the speaker that you're fully present and valuing what they are sharing. It also means resisting the urge to interrupt or jump in with solutions too soon. Just being calm, steady presence can be the most powerful support of all. As future nurses and compassionate people, we can play a critical role. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, nurses are often the first line of contact for at-risk youth, and they can help reduce the stigma by treating mental health concerns with the same seriousness as physical symptoms. We can ask directly, are you thinking about hurting yourself? It's a hard question to ask, but research shows that it doesn't increase the risk, it just opens the doors for that person to be open with you. And we listen deeply. That means no phones, no interruptions, just listening. And be their bridge to help. Encourage them to speak to a counselor, to a nurse, or call the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Healthcare providers, especially in schools and clinics, can be proactive by screening for mental health during regular checkups. As nurses or caregivers, we should be ready to advocate for more mental health resources and make sure no child falls behind through the cracks. Creating safe, non-judgmental spaces is what reduces shame and saves lives. In conclusion, youth suicide is a real and urgent issue, but there are ways each of us can help. Here's what we just discussed. We learned how to recognize the warning signs of a teen in crisis. I demonstrated how body language plays a key role in supportive communication. We reviewed how nurses and caring individuals can help connect at-risk teens with the support they need. A conversation doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be honest. Let's not wait, let's be the voice that says you matter and I see you.